Hey guys, today we're going to talk about the M1 Abrams. Today we're going to talk about life in your mother's basement. Today we're going to talk about the bump attack using the AH-6 and how you can practice it. Just a fair warning, this is not for everyone. If you are one of those people who bounce it down the runway before lawn darting into the nearest tree line while telling everyone on platoon to quote, "watch this," this is not for you. Your day will come, but for now just keep running that Logi truck like the pro you are. So what is the bump attack? The bump attack starts as a low-level approach where we have a high airspeed, usually masking ourselves behind any terrain that is available. And we're then going to perform a bump maneuver or a pop-up attack where we do a cyclic climb by pulling back on the cyclic to gain altitude, trading our airspeed for more height. We are then going to push over into a shallow dive. This bump is going to give us a nice view of the target area, and this shallow dive is going to allow our aircraft to settle, giving us a nice stable shooting platform. From there, we'll engage the target with whatever weapon is necessary and appropriate for that target before breaking off either left or right so as to avoid overflying the target. Some advantages of this kind of attack are, like I said, the stable platform that you get, the increased situational awareness that you get from the bump in altitude, and the surprise nature of the attack. Some disadvantages would be your momentary exposed nature at the top of your bump, as well as if you bump too hard, if you pull back too much to gain that altitude, you're going to slow your aircraft way down and lose most, if not all, of your airspeed, and this is going to leave you very vulnerable. So let's take a look at what this would look like. Alright guys, so we've got ourselves loaded into Game Master here. First things first, we're going to need a helicopter. So we'll go to Vehicles, we'll go to our Entity Browser, select NATO, and I'm going to go ahead and select the AH-6, the little bird with the minigun, the 7 rockets, and a GAU-19. That's just a personal favorite of mine. And we'll go ahead and create ourselves a player. And then lastly, we're going to need some targets. So go ahead and back to Vehicles, select Russia or whichever faction you feel like shooting at. And we'll go ahead and get ourselves a couple of Jeeps here. And to make things simple, we'll just put our targets here on the runway. As you get better at this though, you can put them anywhere you'd like. And we'll make another video showing you how to make them move and kind of drive on their own from place to place so that you can practice shooting at a moving target. So we've got our targets placed, we've got our player placed, and we've got a helicopter. So we are ready to spawn in. And we'll go ahead and hop inside and get her cranked. Alright, so we've got our helicopter started. We've got our targets ready on the runway over to our left. We've got our helicopter running. We've got our weapons set. We've got our targets ready over to our left. So we're going to come in at low altitude with high airspeed, and then we're going to pull up on our cyclic and trade our airspeed for altitude. At the top of our climb, we're going to push over and then allow the helicopter to stabilize, and that's going to give us a nice shooting platform. And that's going to make you a much more effective and accurate gunner. So we'll go ahead and take off here. And there's our targets off to the left, so we'll head out to the south here. And we'll go ahead and build up some airspeed. And we'll turn inbound. With these turns, try not to take them too aggressively. You don't want to lose all of your energy. I'm gonna try to keep up that airspeed. We'll build it back up here. And then using my cyclic, I'm going to bump and push over at the top. Allow my aircraft to settle. And then you always want to brake before you overfly the target. Never overfly the target. That's going to make you a very easy target for anyone in that target area. And so now we'll fly outbound with the targets at our back. Again, you want to stay low, use terrain to mask yourself as much as possible, and keep that airspeed up. And then when we're ready to reattack, we'll turn inbound. Again, trying to keep as much airspeed as possible, using terrain to mask ourselves. And then from there, it's really just rinse and repeat. Cyclic climb, bump, settle, shoot. Then as you get more comfortable, you can start mixing in different weapon types on the same attack run. So this time we'll start off with the GAU-19 for some of the vehicles, and then we'll switch to rockets, pretending that there's maybe personnel enemies in the open. So that was a quick and easy way to practice your aerial gunnery. I'll make another video detailing how to make those targets move for a little bit of an extra challenge. But thank you guys for watching, and I hope it helps.